Alright, welcome back everyone to another Marvel Snap deck highlight. It's been a minute. I've been cooking up this build for a little bit, and I think it's in a good enough spot. I've used this deck to more or less push from rank 73 to 95 where I am now. I used some Dakin obviously, and then I used some Destroy over the weekend for the weekend gold and token stuff, but this has been my main deck pushing, and it's actually surprisingly good, and I think you'll see why. So this is a zoo deck. So the obvious pieces of Khazar, Blue Marvel, and Onslaught, and you might be thinking, oh, well that deck looks terrible, it dies to Killmonger. Well, we aren't playing our cards on turns 1, 2, and 3 because we have good old magic. So the idea is we magic on 3, Khazar on 4, Blue Marvel on 5, Onslaught on 6, and then 7 we could Shauna, Squirrel Girl, Kitty Pryde. We also have Kitty Pryde in here to play on turns 1, 2, and like 3, 4 if we have bad curves. We also in this deck are using the recently-ish buffed Nakia, so that way we can also give +1 power. This helps obviously with all of our zoo cards that will play out, but it also helps with Khazar, Blue Marvel, and that to help possibly win their lane as well, and just give a general good stat boost across the board. We have Zabu in here because Khazar and Shauna are 4 costs, and we figured with the extra slot, add Shang-Chi, since the worst thing this deck has is the fact that it can't get very vertical in a lane. So Shang-Chi helps if we're playing a Black Panther Zola deck or a Shuri deck. Shang-Chi helps us just cut down that one lane that they're building up, so that we can win the lane we just blew up and then another lane, since we can still play out 3 1-drops on turn 7. Obviously, we don't place Onslaught into decks that we think should be running Enchantress, so like a Sarah Control or something, and then we would there spread Khazar and Blue Marvel out to multiple lanes. We also don't play Onslaught if we don't have magic. These are pretty self-explanatory things, but I figured I should just say it just to be obvious. And generally speaking, I'm just running good rate cards for my 1-drop slot. So I have a 1/4 essentially is what Ant-Man is. I prefer Ant-Man over Hawkeye because Ant-Man I can get the 1/4 easier in my opinion, because I'm playing everything on 7 and I have Squirrel Girl and Shauna, so my board is going to be pretty filled regardless. Kitty Pryde is here just for being able to play it out early and consistently. You could go, instead of Kitty Pryde, you could try to go Hawkeye and play Hawkeye early, or you could play Nebula or something early. Even Rocket Raccoon isn't a terrible idea. These are things you play instead of Kitty Pryde. I just like Kitty Pryde because at worst she's a 1/2, so oh well. At best, some games in where I have bad curves, she could be a 1/6. So I personally like Kitty Pryde, but it is personal preference at the end of the day. If you guys enjoy, please consider subscribing and leaving a like and a comment letting me know what changes you think would be good or what swaps you need if you're missing a card. Anyway, I'll see you in the video. Alright, hopping into the first one. Like I was saying before, you don't really want to be playing your 1-drops early. This is just to easily avoid Killmonger. And as I say this, we're playing Destroy, so this will be a good example as to how to play this deck into Destroy. We are obviously going to be turning off Dream Dimension, because that's just bad. Also, since this is a Destroy deck, we don't expect Enchantress to be in this deck's repertoire. God, I am illiterate. So we feel pretty comfortable playing everything into the same lane, Khazar, Onslaught, Blue Marvel into one lane. But we also aren't in a rush because we have turn 7 in Elysium. So I'm probably going to play Nakia out next turn and then see what happens from there. If our opponent plays a card. I'm honestly not really that concerned with the Electro. Like, it's unfortunate, sure, that they have one more energy than me now, but it's also Elysium. Like, you're probably playing out your hand anyway. It's net neutral if I play Kitty Pryde, so it doesn't really matter. So I just won't, so that way he doesn't see it for another turn and I don't accidentally get my Kitty Pryde sniped. I actually couldn't get my Kitty Pryde sniped. Yeah, I just would rather not do that. And then next turn we'll Khazar Limbo and Kitty Pryde. And we have Shang, so if they play Null, if they play Death, if they play Venom here. Okay, Killmonger's out of hand because they didn't know that we had a Zoo deck. What? Decisions are being made by our opponent here. I'm not gonna snap, even though I haven't reached infinite yet. I'm just gonna play out Onslaught since that's max energy. And then next turn we'll play out Blue Marvel and Kitty Pryde. How much energy has he destroyed? He destroyed Electro, Deadpool, and Deadpool. Okay, yeah. Keep up the magic. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, I'll snap into my opponent there now that I have him locked in. Elysium is obviously extremely good for us. So do I even need to Shang the Death? Yep. Yeah, I will. They're probably Null. They're probably playing Null here. That would be my bold prediction, is that they're playing Null here. The question, I suppose, is how much do I care? So this will be 9. Oh, that's dumb. This is 9. So this is 18 power, 24. Yeah, so I'll just do that because I don't really care. Like, if he plays Null, which is what I thought he would do, I could have predicted the Shang there, but I didn't think he had enough energy to do something on top of that as well. And I thought this was the safer play, which I am correct in. And you can also see here that had I had Ant-Man, Ant-Man would have been 8 power. So it's 1 less than Titania without the downside of Titania. Alright, hopping into game 2, we have like the ideal starting 3 cards. Perfect, we had the hub to clutter our hand. And luckily we have a good ramp, so it shouldn't matter. We also have Zabu, so we might actually be able to play out Strong Guy. Not that he'll do anything, but we can play him out. Just as long as we don't really get our we don't like lose a draw, then I don't really care. Nakia right. Okay. Yeah, Nakia right. That's good that we got Olympia, honestly, because now Nakia hits every card. I'm gonna snap just to play up tempo. We magic negative zone. Um, and then we can Squirrel Girl as well. Or not Squirrel Girl, Kitty Pride. Just keep buffing Kitty Pride up as much as we can. They also have Nakia. And then we have Blue Marvel for this turn, which we'll probably throw into the Zabu. Yeah, I'll throw it into the Zabu lane. If they have Enchantress, they can turn off their own Ant-Man. I don't really care. I'm doing that in the hopes that if we pull an Onslaught, I could double up my Zabu as well. I want to do that, but now what else do I want to do? Based off the 1-drops that this deck's running, I assume it's not a so it's not running Killmonger. I'll drop Ant-Man middle. It'll leave me 1 slot in each location, which I feel fine with. Because if I get Onslaught, I can Squirrel Girl, just fill everything, get big stats. If I get Khazar, I can Khazar, because those are my last 2 cards, I can Khazar and then play out just good 1-drops of Tanya Kitty Pride, which obviously is good. Okay, he has 3 spots, he has his whole deck. Yeah, we have Onslaught, and then we can fill out the board with Squirrel Girl. I prefer to just play for all 3 locations, just makes me feel a little safer. That wins us, this wins us the hub, and then we will be up a lot in the other 2 locations. And we know 2 of his cards are 3-power swarms, and I think we're fine. So it's just wait, see what our opponent does. Yeah, I mean, moving the Nightcrawler there is just the smarter play. And then that's a swarm, which we beat. And we win. Yeah. Board space was a little against us there, but in the end, it worked out for us. We also could have just played for 2 lanes, could have played for just the hub and Olympia, and I could have played Kitty Pride into Olympia instead of playing Squirrel Girl wide. I just preferred to contest all 3, force them to do what they did. Alright, moving into game 3. We have a turn 1 play, which is always good. We can also easily get into Morag, which is good. This is probably a snappable game for us. So we shall see how we're feeling moving forward about that. Yeah, we have a really good hand, actually. I'll snap. We can Nakia next turn into New York. Wow. I'm Nakiing into Elysium. Actually, I'm gonna Nakia into Morag just to get a card in there. They probably think they're fine because they can get Wolverine into Morag easily. But I now have free Kitty Pride, which is super bad for them. I just need to make sure they keep priority, so that they can't killmonger me. What? Why is that card in their deck? Why? Why? Why are they running a base Enchantress? Of a gold split Killmonger and a base Enchantress. Okay. It's fine, I guess. I think I want to put Zabu over there. Yeah, I think I put Zabu here because I don't want to. I want to tie that. I don't want to go up there. Yeah, I figured it was gonna be a Venom. Gold split Venom. Base Enchantress. Okay. We are tied, so we might have taken priority there. Oh wait, no, we're fine. Okay. However, we are now playing a dangerous game. They have priority, so I'm not worried about Killmonger. This could flip priority, which would be bad, of course. It does not, which is great, of course. If we pulled Shang, that'd be hilarious. I love this game. So we Shang here. And then we play Shauna here. Play Ant-Man there. We play Kitty Pryde there. No. That order is terrible. We do this. We do this. We do this. We do that. We play Shauna last. We play Shauna last. I should win these two lanes for sure. I will be up in Elysium, most likely. Like I said, we're fine. So, what, have all 3 games been 8 cubes? People just don't realize that I don't need an onslaught to win, I guess? Like, I'm chilling. Alright, moving right along. Lechugila is unfortunate, but not really the end of the world. We have cards that... Cloning Vats is interesting. Because I can duplicate Kitty Prydes. The question is, how early do I want to do that? The answer... well... Yeah, I mean, me and him were both living in the worst timeline there. Moving right along after that dominating performance. Do you see the fear we struck in him? Yeah, but we also have, like, an amazing hand. So... I'm gonna Khazar the far right. And we'll see from there. Hopefully this deck isn't a Enchantress or holy shit. Yeah, I'm committed. I'm committed. I mean, I don't even know if that's their play. That, I think, is better, actually. Because I can play Khazar next turn, and then that frees my turn 6, is the big thing that does. If he just freaking raw... Dude, I was gonna say, if he raw red... if he raw did an Enchantress there, I would have been kind of tilted, not gonna lie. He didn't hit Shang, he hit an Ant-Man. So Shang is still in our deck for that, which is good. We also have Zabu, which is good. I would guess that that's a Nimrod. We're about to see it get thrown down. We have priority, which is just bad. Just simply not good. I'm gonna be quiet so I can actually think about what plays I'm making. I think I did that order. Montrogro, Kitty Fried, Shauna, Titania. That fills the entire board. Puts a squirrel in DC, and I think gives me enough power left that I feel fine. My concern was if there was a Zola play. Obviously the null will gain 12 power and that location will gain 24 power. We juke to Shang, which is massive. Ooh, thank you for Titania not screwing me. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting that they went Shang middle. Because they could have Shanged here. Killed my onslaught. But, you know, that's cool. Alright, hopping into what should be the last game of the video. We're slamming down Kitty Pryde, and then we're yeeting Zabu onto the board. Okay. I am still putting Zabu out. I'm putting Zabu because if we pull Shauna or Khazar, we literally win instantly. We win this game instantly, and even not. I'm not gonna snap because I like TVA is actually so insanely good for us. Because we that's fine. That's like annoying, but that's fine. Yeah. Yeah. That's just really good. It's just really good. Now if we pulled Shauna, that would absolutely be cracked. Didn't get the absolutely cracked play, but that's fine. We're up 1 here, up 5 here, up a lot here. Yes, I think we're too much there. I think that's better. Because we're gonna be up like 10 or 12 there or something. No fucking way. No shot. If they have Killmonger, I'm going to literally cry.
Wind, aid my hand.
My Titania. Yeah, I'm just gonna magic that. Because I don't really want to deal with that. There is a good chance that okay. Okay. Based off the cards that have been played, I don't think that this deck would run Killmonger. So I'm in a kind of good position, I think, actually. They obviously have a free Abomination. They have a free Abomination, obviously, but
It's clobbering time.
yep. So this adds 2, puts me up to 12 here. The question is, do I win here or do I win here? So this is 5, 7 power here. So this alone wins me left, actually. Not counting the fact that it'll add 4 power here. And then I win mid because they lose 5, I gain 5. I gain fucking 9. And then I think I also go up here because I add 8 powers. Yeah, I'm up 3 on right as well. Yeah. So a massive swing for your boy. There was nothing he could do. Like, even if he played his own blue Marvel there, I still would have won both lanes. And I think it didn't matter if I won Asgard. So yeah, that's the deck. If you guys enjoyed, please consider subscribing and leaving a like. And let me know in the comments what you thought about the deck and what improvements you think could be made. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow in hopefully the Lady Deathstrike video if I get her.